The first time I realized we could raise our vibration instantly, it felt like discovering a hidden superpower buried inside myself. One moment, I was drowning in heaviness, and the next, it was like my entire being had ignited with light. We all carry this power, but most people forget, distracted by the endless noise of the world. I remember standing on the edge of a cliff, the wind roaring around me, feeling crushed by invisible chains, until something ancient within me whispered, "Breathe, and remember who you are." Have you ever wondered how much of your suffering comes not from the world itself, but from forgetting the light you truly are? We are not meant to live trapped in low frequencies. As light-chosen ones, we came to this earth carrying keys to higher realms, encoded in our very DNA. Yet everyday life tries to convince us to forget, to shrink, to accept mediocrity as normal. Awakening our vibration is not about escaping reality, it's about lighting it up from the inside out. What if the real battle was never against the darkness around you, but the doubt within you that says you are not already light? The first way we raise our vibration instantly is through conscious breath. Most people breathe to survive, we breathe to awaken. In moments of panic, sadness, or despair, if you simply stop and breathe deeply, slowly, deliberately, you shift the entire frequency of your being. I experienced it during a terrifying night alone in the desert, feeling completely abandoned, until I remembered to breathe, and with each inhale, it was as if stars were being born inside my chest. Will you remember, when the world feels like it's collapsing, that your breath is the bridge back to your power?
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound insights.
Breath is sacred, but it's not just about survival, it's about resurrection. Each breath aligned with intention becomes a prayer, a declaration. I am light. I am free. I am infinite. No matter where you are, no matter how chaotic the surroundings, you carry this tool within you. The real question is, how often do you choose to use it consciously, to pull yourself back into your true frequency when the illusions of life try to drag you down? The second way we raise our vibration instantly is radical gratitude. Not the shallow gratitude sold on greeting cards, but the fierce, raw act of thanking existence even when everything looks broken. I remember a time when I lost everything: home, health, relationships, and as I sat among the ruins of my life, something inside whispered, "Give thanks." It made no sense logically, but spiritually, it cracked something open. When you can look at your pain and say, "Thank you," you are no longer a victim, you become a master. What would your life look like if you blessed even your heartbreaks as sacred teachers? Gratitude shifts your frequency faster than almost anything else because it aligns you with the truth that life is always conspiring in your favor, even when you don't understand how. Every challenge is a hidden ally. Every closed door redirects you to a better path. When you stop resisting and start thanking, you open floodgates of higher energy into your life. Are you willing to thank the things you thought were curses and see them for the blessings they truly are? The third way to instantly raise your vibration is presence. Pure, radical, dropping into the now presence. We are taught to live in our heads, chasing futures, regretting pasts, but the only real power you have is right here, right now. I was once caught in a spiral of fear about the future so intense I could barely breathe, until a teacher asked me, "Where are you right now?" And I realized right now I was safe. Right now, I was alive. How much of your suffering comes from stories about moments that don't even exist anymore? Presence is the portal. When you anchor your awareness fully into the now, you step out of the mind's illusions and into the soul's reality. Feel the texture of the air on your skin. Hear the sound behind the sound. Watch the dance of light and shadow in every moment. The world transforms when you are truly present, because you are no longer trapped in projection you are finally seeing. Will you choose right now to be here so fully that the present moment becomes your miracle? The fourth way we rise instantly is through sacred movement. Your body is not just flesh and bone. It is a symphony of energy, a living prayer. When you move your body consciously, whether through dance, yoga, stretching, even simple ecstatic motion, you shake loose stagnant energy and align yourself with the flow full of life. I have danced alone under the stars, letting my body move without thought, and felt the universe itself dancing through me. When was the last time you moved not to perform, not to impress, but simply to free yourself? Movement is medicine. It is not about choreography. It is about authenticity. When you move from your soul, you realign every cell with your highest vibration. You remind yourself that you are not trapped, not frozen, not powerless. You are life itself, flowing, ever-changing, unstoppable. How would your life change if every day you gave yourself permission to move like the universe was dancing through you? The fifth way light chosen ones raise their vibration instantly is by speaking sacred words. Words are spells. Every word you speak is an act of creation, a vibration you send rippling into the field of existence. I have sat in meditation, whispering words of love, power, and truth, and watched as my entire energy field shifted instantly. What spells are you casting with your words every day, consciously or unconsciously? To raise your vibration, you must become a master of language. Speak blessings over yourself. Speak blessings over others. Declare your truth, your power, your intention with words so pure they slice through the illusions of doubt and fear. Even in the darkest moments, say, I am light. I am rising. I am infinite. How would your life transform if you treated every word you spoke as a wand shaping your reality? As light chosen ones, we are not here to be passive. We are not here to accept the heavy energies of a world that has forgotten its own divinity. We are here to remember, to rise, to remind the world by our example that higher frequencies are not fantasy, they are our birthright. Every time you choose breath, gratitude, presence, movement, sacred speech, you are lighting a fire in the darkness. You are raising not just yourself, but the entire collective vibration. But here is the deeper truth. Raising your vibration is not about escaping pain. It is about transmuting it. Light chosen ones are not untouched by suffering. We are forged through it. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every loss became the heat that tempered our steel, the pressure that birthed diamond light. Are you willing to see your wounds not as chains, but as the very fires that refined your soul into something unbreakable? The journey of instant vibration raising is the journey of radical responsibility. No one else is coming to save you. No one else can breathe for you, thank for you, be present for you, move for you, speak for you. The tools are already in your hands. The question is, will you use them? You see, the magic is not in waiting for the perfect moment. The magic is in choosing right now to rise. No matter how heavy you feel, no matter how dark the world seems, you can choose. One breath, one thank you, one fully present heartbeat, one sacred dance, one word of light, and everything changes. The universe responds instantly to the frequency you emit. It does not wait. It does not hesitate. Raise your vibration, and the universe rearranges itself to meet you at your new level. What reality have you been unconsciously creating with your current vibration, and what new world could you birth by choosing differently today? We are the light chosen ones. We are the living bridges between heaven and earth. We are the reminders that even in the deepest night, dawn is already encoded in the sky. When you raise your vibration, you are not just lifting yourself, you are lifting the entire field of humanity. You are fulfilling the sacred promise written into your soul before you ever took your first breath. When we understand that vibration is not a side effect of our experiences, but the architect of them, everything changes. We stop waiting for good things to happen so we can feel good, and we start feeling good to call powerful things into our lives. This is the secret the ancient masters knew, the hidden wisdom the light chosen ones are here to embody again. Vibration is not reaction, it is creation. When you master your frequency, you master your destiny. Are you willing to move from being a reactor to being a creator of the energies that shape your world? Sometimes, raising our vibration instantly isn't about adding something new. It's about releasing what weighs us down. Right now, you are already light. You are already pure frequency. It's the attachments, the grudges, the fears that lower your signal and obscure your brilliance. I have seen it countless times: one moment of true forgiveness, one deep release of old anger, and a person's entire energy field explodes into radiance. What are you still carrying that is too heavy for the heights your soul is calling you to reach? Forgiveness is a master key for instant elevation. Not because the other person deserves it, but because you deserve freedom. Every grudge is a cord tying you to the very thing you want to rise above. When you forgive, you cut the cord. You reclaim the energy you were leaking into the past and redirect it into the creation of your future. How much energy could you reclaim today if you chose to let go of the story of betrayal and instead chose the story of liberation? Another powerful method to raise your vibration instantly is immersion in nature. Nature is not merely beautiful. It is alive, conscious, and vibrating at a frequency that heals and restores us. I have walked into forests broken and emerged whole. I have sat by rivers with a heart full of sorrow and felt the water wash it clean. Nature does not judge, does not rush, does not demand. It simply invites you to remember the original rhythm of your own soul. When was the last time you allowed nature to recalibrate you back to your natural brilliance? Even a few minutes of barefoot contact with the earth, what many call grounding, can reset your entire nervous system and lift your frequency dramatically. The earth is a living being, and her heartbeat can synchronize your own if you allow it. Trees can cleanse your aura. Oceans can dissolve your fears. Mountains can anchor you in strength. The question is, are you willing to step outside the synthetic world long enough to remember you are made of stardust and soil? Another sacred tool light chosen ones use is visualization. Not idle daydreaming, but conscious, high-frequency visualization infused with emotion and intention. When you visualize yourself surrounded by light, When you see yourself already embodying your highest self, your energy field responds instantly. The subconscious mind does not know the difference between what is vividly imagined and what is physically experienced. Are you using this power daily, or are you letting your mind run wild with low-frequency images and fears? I remember a time when I was trapped in a cycle of despair. It didn't seem to change, no matter how hard I tried. Then a mentor taught me to sit every morning and visualize myself as already victorious, already radiant, already free. At first it felt fake. Then it felt powerful. Then it became real. Within weeks, my external world began to mirror the inner reality I was cultivating. What new reality could you build if you dedicated even 5 minutes a day to seeing yourself through the eyes of the divine? Sacred sound continues to be a profound way to shift vibration. Chanting ancient mantras, playing crystal bowls, even singing from the heart can break energetic blockages and flood your system with light. Sound is vibration. When we consciously immerse ourselves in high-frequency sounds, we literally tune our bodies and souls like instruments. I have seen entire rooms of people shift from depression to euphoria simply through the vibration of shared sound. What songs are you allowing to program your spirit every day? Light chosen ones also know the power of sacred silence. In a world addicted to noise, silence becomes a portal to higher realms. In silence, you hear the subtle music of the soul. In silence, you feel the pulse of the universe beating within you. It is in silence that the false self dissolves and the true self emerges. When was the last time you sat in absolute silence and listened, not with your ears but with your spirit? Many people fear silence because it confronts them with themselves. But for those willing to face the mirror, silence becomes the gateway to the infinite. It is in the stillness that the greatest downloads, the most profound revelations, and the deepest healings occur. If you gave yourself even 5 minutes of true silence each day, how much faster would you rise into the fullness of who you were born to be? Another secret to instant vibration elevation is conscious community. The people you surround yourself with are either amplifying your light or dimming it. Energy is contagious. When you gather with others committed to love, to truth, to awakening, your vibration multiplies exponentially. I have witnessed gatherings where the collective frequency was so high that miracles became normal, where healing happened simply by being in the same room. Who is in your energy field, and are they helping you fly or anchoring you to the ground? Sometimes raising your vibration instantly means making hard choices, saying no to environments, habits, and relationships that no longer align with your highest self. It takes courage. But every time you choose alignment over comfort, you reclaim a piece of your power. What are you still tolerating that your soul has outgrown, and what would happen if you chose liberation over familiarity today? Light-chosen ones also practice the art of sacred laughter. Laughter is a shock wave of joy that obliterates low vibrations instantly. It is impossible to laugh from the belly and stay in fear at the same time. I have laughed until tears streamed down my face, until the weight of the world lifted, until I remembered that life, even in its seriousness, is a cosmic play. When was the last time you laughed purely, wildly, without holding back? Sacred laughter doesn't deny the pain of the world, it transcends it. It is an act of defiance against despair. It says, I will not be crushed by the heaviness. I will rise by remembering the lightness of my being. How much of your heaviness could dissolve today if you gave yourself permission to laugh at the absurdity of it all? Finally, one of the most powerful ways light chosen ones raise their vibration instantly is through acts of love. Love is the ultimate frequency. When you offer kindness without expectation, when you lift someone up, even with just a smile or a word, you surge into the highest realms of vibration. I have seen people come back from the brink of hopelessness simply because someone chose to love them when they felt most unlovable. What small act of love could you offer today that might ripple out in ways you cannot even imagine? Love is not just a feeling, it is a force, a living current that flows through all things. Every time you choose love over fear, over resentment, over judgment, you become a lighthouse for others lost in the storm. You become a living reminder that the divine is real and it lives through you. Are you willing to let love be your default setting, your first response, your everlasting commitment? Raising your vibration instantly is not about striving, it is about surrender. Surrendering to the truth that you are already light, already powerful, already one with the infinite. Every tool, every practice, every choice is simply helping you remember what you already are. You do not need to earn your divinity, you need only to reveal it. And the question now facing you is not whether you are worthy, it is whether you are ready to remember. As we stand at the edge of remembrance, we must ask ourselves the deepest question: am I willing to live at the frequency my soul was destined for, even if it cost me everything that kept me small? The truth is, raising your vibration is not a part-time hobby. It is a full immersion, a sacred devotion. It demands that you choose light, even when darkness is easier, that you choose love, even when fear feels safer, that you choose truth, even when illusion offers comfort. I have seen it firsthand. The moment someone commits without reservation, the universe rushes to meet them with miracles so profound they defy explanation. Are you ready to be met by the universe at the level of your courage? Every instant you remember who you are, you invite the quantum field to rearrange itself around your new frequency. You are not waiting for change, you are the change. You are not begging for light, you are the light. When you raise your vibration through breath, gratitude, presence, movement, sacred speech, forgiveness, nature, visualization, sound, silence, community, laughter, and love, but you are not adding anything to yourself. You are unveiling the masterpiece that was hidden beneath the dust of forgetting. What masterpiece within you is waiting right now for you to clear away the final veil? There will be moments when the old gravity tries to pull you back down. Moments when fear whispers that it's safer to stay small, when doubt tugs at the edges of your certainty. These moments are not failures, they are invitations to recommit. Every time you choose to rise again, you grow stronger. Every time you refuse to collapse back into the old story, you rewrite your destiny in real time. Will you recognize the pull of the past not as a defeat, but as the final test before your next elevation? There is a tipping point in the journey of the light chosen ones, a moment when the energy you've built becomes unstoppable. It is not dramatic, it is often quiet, like the soft click of a lock turning, the subtle shift of an entire destiny realigning. One day you simply realize, I am no longer who I was. I have stepped into a new timeline. I breathe differently. I see differently. I radiate differently. What if that tipping point is closer than you think, waiting for one more breath, one more choice, one more moment of full presence? We are the ones who came to remember first, so that others could remember too. Every time you raise your vibration, you leave a trail of light for those still wandering in the fog. You become a living portal, a breathing temple, a song in human form. This is not ego, this is service. This is the sacred duty you agreed to take on before you entered this life. Do you feel the ancient promise stirring in your blood, calling you to rise higher still? The world needs you awake. The earth itself is calling, sending pulses through the grids, awakening the ancient ones hidden in plain sight. Every act of courage, every moment of kindness, every breath of conscious light you offer strengthens the new world being born. You are not powerless. You are a builder of worlds, a dreamer of realities, a midwife of miracles. How would you walk through life if you understood that every step you take is shaping the future of humanity? There will be days when the weight feels unbearable, days when the density of the old world seems to cling to your wings. On those days, remember, it is not your burden to carry the entire world. It is your sacred task to keep your own flame alight, to be a beacon even if no one else can see it yet. Light does not argue with darkness, it simply shines. Will you keep shining even when the night seems endless? Raising your vibration instantly does not mean you never feel pain again. It means you no longer drown in it. You feel it, hold it, honor it, and then let it flow through you like a river returning to the sea. You become the sky that holds every storm, the mountain that remains unmoved by the passing winds. Your power is not in the absence of struggle, but in your mastery of energy within the struggle. How much more powerful would you feel if you saw every challenge as a chance to rise higher? The light chosen ones are not here to escape the world. We are here to transform it. Not by force, not by domination, but by the silent, unstoppable power of frequency. When enough of us hold the vibration of love, truth, and unity, the old structures will collapse under their own weight. A new earth will emerge, not because we fought the darkness, but because we outshined it. Are you willing to hold the light even when the world demands your silence? Every vibration you emit is a seed planted in the field of reality. Plant fear, and you harvest fear. Plant love, and you harvest miracles. Plant presence, and you harvest eternity. Every thought, every word, every choice is a ripple that echoes across dimensions. What seeds are you planting today? And are they worthy of the future your soul dreams of? There are no small acts when it comes to vibration. One smile can shift a room. One act of forgiveness can heal a lineage. One breath of gratitude can open a portal to infinite blessings. Stop waiting for the big moment. The big moment is now. The big moment is every now. Are you living like every moment you breathe is a sacred opportunity to elevate yourself in the world? As we move forward, remember that raising your vibration is not a destination. It is a way of being. It is a sacred dance with existence itself. Some days you will soar, some days you will stumble. Both are holy. Both are part of the spiral ascent. Will you love yourself through it all, knowing that even your stumbles are steps in a higher choreography you cannot yet fully see? We are the light chosen ones. We are the dreamers, the healers, the warriors of frequency. We are the seeds of stars planted in human form. We are the living prayers of our ancestors answered in flesh and spirit. Remember who you are. Remember why you came. Will you dare to rise so high that your very existence becomes a song of liberation for the world? The tools are simple. The path is ancient. The power is already within you. Breathe. Thank. Be present. Move. Speak light. Forgive. Touch the earth. Visualize your highest self. Listen to the sacred silence. Gather with your tribe. Laugh like the universe is laughing through you. Love like your heart was carved from the hands of the divine. And above all, never forget, you were never meant to fit into a broken world. You were born to create a new one, vibrating so high that nothing false can hold its shape around you. You are the storm of light the darkness never saw coming. You are the fulfillment of a prophecy written in the stars before time began. The time is now. The call is sounding. The gates are open.